What is happening, Internet J Gaming Dude here, and I've got this Push Square article up because I want to ask you a quick question. If you thought you were disappointed by the PlayStation Portal, how would you feel about a new PlayStation handheld coming out in the next 3 to 4 years? Because that would absolutely make me stand up and say, what? Because of the fact that there may very well be a possibility that it is currently rumored we may actually get another PlayStation handheld. As it apparently leaked by Moore's Law is Dead from this article that I'm going to be reading from Push Square by Stephen Telby? Hold on, let me make sure that I get the pronunciation right. Yeah, Stephen Telby. That a known hardware leaker by the name of Moore's Law is Dead has actually reported that there is a PlayStation handheld that is currently in early development. And who knows how long that's going to take. If it's in early development, it could take years. It could take well, no, absolutely it will take years. It's not going to take months. It's going to take years to get to that point. PlayStation has always done handhelds very well. Look at the PSP. The PSP had a lot of excellent games on it and is also one of my favorite platforms of all time. Second only to, and this is going to be a real shocker, the PlayStation Vita. I love my Vita. The games on the Vita were amazing. The hardware itself is great. The very unfortunate part of the whole thing, and both of those platforms in particular, is the fact that the PSP used the Memory Stick Duo, and then the PS Vita also used proprietary memory. Both platforms use proprietary cards, and that just sucks. I mean, I still have my PSP upstairs. I just need to charge it up, boot it up. I did hack it, so it's got like a bunch of games that were obtained by methods that are not so legit. Allegedly, I'm just saying, allegedly. Please don't go after me, legal people. It'll be incredible to see. Oh, but my Vita's all kosher. That's all like, you know, legal stuff, 100%. But it'll be interesting to see what comes of this, what kind of design happens, because the announcement of the Portal made no sense during a time in which a lot of handheld consoles, handheld platforms were starting to take off. We had the Switch, we had the Steam Deck, we had the ROG Ally. We've got so many devices that have started coming out, like the IO Neo and stuff like that, that all tried to ape what the Steam Deck was starting. So first we got the Switch, then we got the Steam Deck, then we had a bunch of Steam Deck competitors in the form of then the IO Neo coming out with so many different devices in a short period of time. We had, of course, the ROG Ally, the ROG Ally. There's, and then now there's just so many places that are trying to come up with additional devices. I mean, with PlayStation in question, they had released a backbone controller to work with remote play on your phone. So for it to then come out with the PlayStation Portal, the only thing that the Portal added that the backbone couldn't give you was haptics. And even then, like, I don't really get how that would work. Again, it's a very questionable device. Even after its release, it still doesn't quite make as much sense to me. No, in fact, it still doesn't make any sense to me as to why on earth you'd ever want to have it or use it or do anything with it. But I am very excited to see what kind of, goes with this whole thing. Ultimately, because at least it's not going to be a thing device, like a cloud streaming only device, because that would be quite disappointing, because we do want games to be on the device in question. But apparently this device is actually going to be able to play PS4 games to an extent, maybe. Well, given how powerful the device could possibly be. Apparently the ways that we could look at this is like that it could possibly play PS4, maybe PS5 games on it. Because these portable devices have gotten quite a bit more powerful since the Vita was released, and the Vita was pretty chonky for what it was at the time it released back in 2012. Okay. So looking at this article, it does say by the sounds of it, the handheld wouldn't have its own suite of games. It would just essentially be a portable PS5/PS4. which sounds like a Steam Deck for PlayStation, which actually isn't such a bad idea, I guess. And it's supposed to be aimed at the Japanese market because they're a lot more portable and a lot more mobile in that section or in that area. So that absolutely does make sense. And whether or not it's planned to be a PS6 companion device, that remains to be seen. Come to think of it, when Kojima was on the State of Play, he did announce that he was working on an action espionage title as a new IP. But also the fact that that's going to be after Death Stranding 2 and OD. So technically he possibly has announced like the first PS6 game and we just don't quite know it yet. Yeah, a lot to think about, and I really do hope that there is going to be one. Even if it is baloney, I'd like to, or even if it sucks, like that it's not going to happen, I still want to hold out hope that it might at the end of the day. And even if it doesn't happen, I'm not entirely disappointed in that sense. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Again, the PSP, PS Vita, incredible platforms in their own right. Proprietary storage did actually let the whole thing down, unfortunately. And it didn't really help matters that the PSP got hacked fairly quickly. Vita did take a bit longer. But also, PlayStation did stop, developing games for it. And it was the third parties, the Japanese developers, the indie developers that really kind of came in and, saved or rather lengthened the life of the Vita. And I still love my Vita to this day. I still play games on it. I still have to go back to stuff like Nurse Love Addiction and stuff like that. So, sorry, Nurse Love Syndrome Addiction I had already played. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this news rather, in the comments below, because I'm actually interested to hear what the internet has to say about it. So please do share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, again aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year. And I do want my videos to get to more people, because again, this is very much a thought experiment of like, okay, what do people think about this whole rumor that's going around? Hopefully it's got a more, I'm sure it's going to have a positive impact, because like we haven't seen a portable PlayStation console in quite some time, and every PlayStation portable console has been good. You can't argue that it's been bad, and if you do, it most likely is because PlayStation pulled their support or proprietariness of some of the aspects to that portable console in question. But beyond that, I mean, these are fairly competent portable devices. Though with that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.